I'm Caden, I own a lawn care company, and today I'm going to be reviewing my John Deere 652r. I've had it for a little bit now, run a lot of different stand-on mowers. I like it a lot. Okay, so I've got over 100 hours on this machine. I'm going to be listing out the pros first, then the cons. Alright, so the cut quality of this mower is fantastic. From the factory, it comes with a striping kit on the back of the deck, and it works very well. You can see here, this is the first pass of the season going this direction on this lawn, and it stripes very nicely. One thing that's interesting with this mower compared to some others that I've run is that it cuts extremely well with thick, well-kept grass, and then with lighter grass that isn't well kept, the first pass isn't nearly as good of a quality on that first cut. It's not quite as flat. I don't really know why that is. I think it's just the deck design, but I'll talk about that more later. Probably the biggest pro, or one of the biggest pros, is the maneuverability of this mower. It's only 5.5 feet long, and it's light, so you can turn on a dime, just like I'm doing here. You could do a full zero turn on, this is relatively wet grass, and when I drive away, you'll see, yes, it matted it down, but it didn't make a rut like most sit-down zero turns or heavy ones would. So in the game of mowing, it's all about efficiency, and there's a lot of things that make this mower extremely efficient. One of them is the maneuverability that I was just talking about. The other one is that clip you could see. You could use a blower. A third is you could just bend down and pick stuff right up just like that without even having to get off the machine. This is more of a minor pro, but with this machine it has really short belts, which allows you to just flick on the PTO at low throttle, which really prolongs the clutch life. As you can see by me bouncing on this thing like a trampoline, the suspension platform is very, very nice. It really saves your knees a lot, and it's very durable. I like it a lot. Another massive pro of this mower, but also all stand-on mowers, is going to be the visibility. You can see your entire engine and everything right in front of you, as well as your higher up, so you can see more. One thing I love about this mower is the safety feature of standing on the back. You're able to just jump straight off if anything goes south. So if you're on a hill and it starts to get away from you, you can literally just step backwards and you're completely free of the machine. On a sit down, you're totally like on it and strapped in, and you're not good. Alright, so those are all the pros I could list out. Here's the cons. The first one's going to be hills. It just doesn't hold on hills very well if they're wet at all. Part of that is because the weight distribution. There's a lot more weight on the front casters compared to a sit-down mower, which is great for maneuverability, but not good for hillsides and when you need high traction. On all commercial grade mowers, you have safety sensors. For example, there's one in the platform, so that if you're running the mower with the blades on and you step off, it notices that you left. And so a lot of mowers have indicators, but this one doesn't, which makes it really hard for diagnosing electrical problems. This is really minor, but the throttle and the key are just not put in a very ergonomical position at all. It requires you to go under the bars, and you have to reach your hand way up in order to move the throttle. You get used to it, but it is annoying. This mower deck cuts really nice with well manicured lawns, but the way it's designed is really aggressive on these baffles. I'm pretty sure that helps with vacuum, but it does not help when you have a lot of wet grass. You get a lot more buildup. In this example I'd already scraped, but here's an example of before I scraped, and this is just a minorly wet lawn, and it had so much buildup just from the dew. This mower is powerful enough for the vast majority of applications. Here's a pretty overgrown lawn, and even on the first pass it is semi-acceptable. I definitely had to do multiple passes on this lawn, but it's 23.5 horsepower for 52 inches, which is nice because it's not like a super heavy engine for this mower, which allows it to be more maneuverable, but it definitely is lacking a little bit of power. John Deere has since changed this, but the deck position pin is just in a stupid place. You can bend down and do it while you're on the mower, but most of the time you just have to get off. Alright, those are some of the pros and cons of this mower. Obviously, running this thing so much, I have so much to say about it just because I spend a ton of my time on this machine, but overall I really like this machine. It's been the best investment I've ever made in my business to this day. It really is life-changing having a good machine versus a bad machine. If you're on a cheap sit-down mower for 10 hours every day, it really starts to affect you, and like even just physically. So it really helps to have a suspension platform and also just be more efficient. You can get more done, you can make more money. So hopefully this helps you. If you're looking for a mower, I highly recommend John Deere, but that's my review of the 652R.